We are Grove Park Intermediate School right here in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're excited about the opportunities that have been afforded with us. We are a school that participates in STEM education, and we're excited about the opportunities that come from STEM. So here we're outside of our garden. As you can see, we have 5 growing boxes where our students are working on planting the seeds, inspecting the soil, and seeing the fruits and vegetables come up. And it's fun, it's exciting. But now we have a partnership with Georgia Tech that's going to take us to new heights and new levels of growing food and produce for not only for our school and the community. So you guys excited?
Yeah!
Are we going to grow some food?
Yeah!
Are we going to feed ourselves and families and communities in Atlanta?
Yeah!
So at this time we're going to share what Georgia Tech is going to do for Grove Park Intermediate School. Here we go.
Hello, hey, my name is Steve Van Ginkel. I'm a research associate 2 at Georgia Tech, and I study algae, biodiesel, and aquaponics. This aquaponics project is about 4 years in the making, and we need some extra funds to get started. We got money for the system, we got money for the greenhouse, but we need a little extra to make it well-rounded. The technology, I call it anyway, is sustainable aquaponics systems, where we're trying to make aquaponics net zero in terms of water, energy, and materials. Water is the easy one. We're going to use rainwater. Energy is a little bit harder one. We're going to use photovoltaic and other solar energy technologies, and we're going to use heart-healthy algae as the fish feed to supplement commercial fish feeds. These efficiency measures, those are just some ideas, but they're going to be expanded in a class in spring 2016. And the class will be called Urban Farming as part of the Food, Energy, and Water Nexus in Atlanta. So we plan to help to cure food deserts, to help people who don't have access to healthy food, while we're also going to employ homeless veterans in future systems, not necessarily this system, but our idea is to build more and more systems and help homeless veterans. As a show of my commitment, I don't want any of these initial funds. I plan on just building the system with Richard and the students. I consider myself to be the chief technical officer, but yet, we need a lot of help, and we're open to all ideas, because in the end, we want this system to be environmentally, socially, and economically sustainable, so it's affordable to the masses. And so we invite everybody to be a part of this, and we really want to explode this and help Atlanta.
Hi, my name's Ruben Gihan. I'm a 5th-year environmental engineer major at Georgia Tech. I'm interested in aquaponics because to me it sort of encompasses the core principles of what it means to be sustainable. With this system, it'll help empower communities by not only providing fresh and local food, but by also providing jobs. It helps the planet out by reducing the amount of land and water used to traditionally grow crops, and all this is done without needing government subsidies to turn a profit, whether it be taking care of veterans, math and sciences and STEM areas, or just aquaponics in general. To me, I think we would be better off as a community and a society if we could raise awareness and interest in these subjects.
Hi, I'm Thomas Igo. I'm a first-year PhD student in environmental engineering at Georgia Tech, and I'm interested in this project because it presents an exciting end use for tailings from algal biomass production. So as we scale biomass production, specifically for microalgae, for biofuel production, we're left with a lot of proteins and carbohydrates that we can feed into systems like this. And in order to feed masses and get closer to food security and sustainability in the society, it's very important that we use end products from renewable sources like algal biomass production to feed these systems and truly close the loop.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Tracy. I'm an environmental engineer student at Georgia Tech, and I'm working with Dr. Van Ginkel on an aquaponics initiative that I'd like to introduce to you. Here in Atlanta, we have a lot of great farmers markets with locally grown food, so it's hard to even realize that there's people living in communities around us with no access to fresh produce. There's actually about 500,000 people in Metro Atlanta and the surrounding counties that lack access to fresh food. A lot of these people in these low-income communities also don't have a car. Studies have shown that people living in food deserts also run a very high risk of nutritional sicknesses such as diabetes or heart disease because they lack fresh fruit and vegetables in their diet. To remedy this situation, Rising Above Poverty Farms has been established to employ retired Navy veterans to run aquaponics greenhouses. They've partnered with Dr. Van Ginkel and Georgia Tech to make an efficient and affordable system that can be expanded and replicated. The food that we'll grow will be organic, grown with no pesticides or herbicides, and it'll also be grown right here in the city. So it'll be fresher and hopefully more flavorful, and we won't need to be shipping it from rural communities. And fresh food should be a basic human right. So we here at Georgia Tech and Rising Above Poverty Farms are working really hard to be able to provide fresh food for everyone in Atlanta.
Hi, I'm Corey Ballinger. I'd like to talk today a little bit about how rat farms, which we're going to do here at this school, can really be a huge benefit to a community. It's one of the pillars that the farm is being built on, and I think it's important to note that the impact of the food deserts and how Atlanta really doesn't do enough to alleviate that. That's why this project is so important. Hopefully it will work out. I'm involved in a number of other projects that are working to try and alleviate food deserts, and this I think has the most promise of all of those. This is really a huge deal because it involves people from every area. It involves kindergartners, it involves people from Georgia Tech on the college level, it involves people in the school. And hopefully they can all come together and this will form something truly magical.
My name is Richard Lewis. I'm a retired U.S. Navy veteran with 20 years. I represent Rise Above Poverty, which is an organization founded on the assistance of homeless veterans and producing fish and vegetables for healthier living. Our vision is to open up many different facilities and educate people to the advantage of eating healthy. And any kind of assistance that we can get, we greatly appreciate it.
By this being by our neighborhoods, there are a lot of people that need help, and being able to harvest the vegetables and the fish and all, it can feed a lot of families, and that'd be great for the neighborhood.
Grove Park Intermediate School, partnership with Georgia Tech University, and together, with your help, we can do this. 1, 2, 3, here we grow!